Hey, we're Flick and Joe, and this is our dog Walter. In 2022, we made the crazy decision to quit our full-time jobs, pack up our lives, and move aboard our blue water sailing boat. We spent many months refitting her and getting her ready for our plans until one day we actually did it. We cast off the lines, we pointed her south, and off we went. We've now sailed over 1,000 nautical miles, dodging orcas, yes, actually, and most of the rocks along the way. Join us for the beautiful, quite stressful but endlessly eventful life that is full-time living aboard.
In this week's episode, we finally catch ourselves a fish. We finish our time on the Portuguese Algarve Coast, and Walt plays with the dead seagull. In the last sailing episode, we battled some torrential rains and quite uncomfortable seas. We definitely began to feel like winter was coming. So we woke up at 6:30 AM and we left Chinas, headed for Sagres. Yesterday's sail was a particularly high risk passage because of the number of auto interactions, or should we say attacks, and the damage to boats. We opted to stay along the 20 to 30 metre depth contour the entire way. Almost all orca interactions are in water around 50 to 200 metres. This decision added around 10 to 15 miles to the journey, but I would forever beat myself up if we encountered orcas, put my family, the boat, or myself in danger to save 2 to 3 hours of time. So off we went with our buddy boats on what was our last passage along the Portuguese Atlantic coast, and hopefully the end of the orca risk.
So excited.
Might come back.
Check your lure.
Huh?
Are you not going to check it?
Yeah.
Okay. Lol.
Oh, it's really pulling. You have a knife?
Yeah.
You need to get some gin.
Gin?
You need gin and a towel. It makes it go to sleep before you kill it.
Okay.
Seriously. Oh! I've got a little tuna flake.
I'm quite stressed.
Film it. Is he clipped here?
Yeah.
It's a little tuna. I think it's too small to eat though.
Let it back in if it's too small.
What?
Whoa!
Back it up now.
Back it up.
Dad. What is it? I think it is a little tuna.
Back it up.
What? Oh, it's like a mackerel. It's not tuna. It's a big fucking mackerel. Fucking hell. Right, it's going to slap all over the place.
Oh my god, it's massive. Do you want it in this? Oh, I don't think
Oh! Ah! Blake, give me a tap.
What do you need?
Turn that.
What have you caught?
Fuck! I think it's a little tuna. I actually don't know.
We're gonna now Google it and see what it is that we've caught. But it's our first time catching anything!
Hold on.
Like...
I was watching this video earlier. Get through the skin and then it says cut down.
Netherlands have been sailing with Luana.
Yeah. Seek. Hello.
Or there's one called like Enseada de Valera or something like that, which is what all the other boats are going to. They've been told that it's good, apparently, and that it's really sheltered, so you'll get like a flat night's sleep. The only problem with it, from looking at reviews, is it looks like loads of people pick up mooring buoys. I don't know whether... I've never picked up a mooring buoy.
Do you have to pay for them?
Not necessarily. If the person who owns it comes over, then they might ask you to pay, but it'll only be a couple of euros. But there's also like some other people have anchored there and been absolutely fine anchoring. So.
Yeah. The thing is with mooring buoys is you want to know that it's like a good mooring. Like it's just a chain connected to a massive concrete block or something like that. So if the chain is really rusty or the fitting's really old, then it's a lot worse than your anchor.
Yeah. You can anchor there as well. I'll show you the anchorage. It's just a bit confusing on Navally.
We made it round Cabo de São Vicente, Portugal's southernmost tip or corner, which means we're done with the last bit of the Atlantic coast. Woo.
Yay!
Woo. It felt amazing to have sailed 1,127 nautical miles with very little experience and have finally made it onto the Algarve coast. The video footage doesn't really show that though, because Flick was suffering from a PTSD style anxiety coming around the headland, because it was a very similar scenario to when we lost the prop shaft coming into Cascais. This section from Cascais to Sagres had the largest concentration of orca interactions by a long way. We had got through unscathed, boat and bodies intact. We found a nice spot to anchor and settled in for the night to enjoy our fresh tuna.
Today we are having tuna steaks. This is the tuna. And we're having it with a bed of sautéed courgette.
Nice, and red onion.
And then in the fridge we're having ceviche, which we've sort of, it's not going to look very appetising, but I promise it will be nice.
Oh, it looks good.
That's tuna with lime juice, like so much lime juice.
Lime juice, salt, bit of coriander.
And red onion.
Yeah, and a bit of red onion.
So
we gave Walt the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big fan of tuna.
I love it. Give it all to me, please.
He absolutely demolished the skin, and that was his little reward for alerting us. So basically telling us that we had a tuna on the line, because we didn't even know. And he was like stood upright and was like, guys. So that's his little treat. And I'm really quite pink actually. I'm just looking at myself in the camera. I've sort of I've been sat up on deck all the last 2 days, but it's been quite cloudy and overcast, but it's enough to sort of burn me now.
Windburn.
And windburn, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to enjoy my tuna. Welcome to Chef Hansen's tuna searing event on our fancy IKEA induction hob.
Using up all our battery power.
Using up all of the battery power, yeah.
We basically googled how to cook tuna and they said to just sear it on two sides on a really hot pan. So that's what we're going for. Our delicious tuna fillets. Our red hot pan. 1, 2,
3, 4,
wait, what?
5.
Yeah, just gonna swivel, move the oil around a bit.
11, 12.
Make sure it gets a bit of oil on it, in my professional opinion. We've done nothing, this hasn't been marinated or seasoned or anything yet. We're just going to try it as it is. We have got our ceviche which we have marinated. This is what's going on in the background whilst I'm cooking. There's a goddamn pool. So let's say that's about
40 seconds.
40 seconds, okay. You tell me when to flip them. Oh, it smells good. It smells really good. I'm gonna reach over and grab a fork.
Okay, that's a minute.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Lovely bit of colour on that. A beautiful feast prepared by the ocean.
So by this point, we had done 3 back-to-back day sails and covered about 200 miles with 9 to 12 hour passages. This meant Walter hadn't had a walk in 3 days. So our first priority the next morning was to take the dinghy to land and stretch his legs. Needless to say, he was full of beans and very, very grateful. Welcome to the Algarve Coast, Walt. And just like that, mission accomplished.